Embracer splitting into 3 standalone companies to search for winning formulas. Rather than imposing conformity on thriving businesses, we should foster an environment that amplifies existing success. Dude, this is wild. I'll look in a second when I finish this. So, as I said previously, whenever I found this article, this company's been terrible. Embracer. If you remember about 2 to 3 years ago, they were just buying everything they could. Anything they could get their hands on, they were buying it up, you know? And it was weird to see this happening. It was like, it felt like they just had endless pockets, you know? Endless supplies of cash. And they were just buying anything and everything they could. It was really wild to watch. And it obviously came back and bit them in the ass, because as we've seen over the past year to year and a half, they have literally just been capsizing. They've been closing subsidiaries, selling anything off they can, firing all kinds of people. It's been disgusting to watch. You know, I'm sorry, but if anybody has been watching anything about Embracer, how could you ever trust anybody that's at the top of this company as an executive? Making these business decisions? How disgusting to watch what's happened here. And then amidst all of it, they come out and go, all we really care about is our shareholders. Quote, unquote. You know what I mean? It's like, not that we didn't already know that, but just to come out and quote that as amidst all this other stuff that's happening, when they have performed all these really gross actions, it did not feel good. So Embracer is splitting now into 3 standalone companies to search for winning formulas. Recently, Saber finally got out from underneath Embracer. They are being purchased by some private investors. They're taking the Knights of the Old Republic remake rights with them, even though it'll still be published, I think, by Embracer. So there's an agreement there that Saber gets to finish the development of it, but apparently Embracer still retains some of the rights to the product as well. So that's happening, as well as they just sold Gearbox for $500 million to Take-Two Interactive, right? And you know, now we're seeing that even through the selling of these 2 huge subsidiaries of theirs, they're still feeling the need to do things like this. Rather than imposing conformity on thriving businesses, we should foster an environment that amplifies existing success. At a glance, the group will be split into 3 new businesses: Asmodee, Coffee Stain and Friends, and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends. Coffee Stain and Friends is billed as a diverse gaming entity that will focus on indie and AA console and PC titles. Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends will become Embracer's AAA powerhouse and will seek to leverage key IPs. What do they think this whole and Friends thing is? Is this something they think is going to make them look better to people? Is that what this is? This is almost like, you know, obviously everybody, anytime anybody that knows anything about the industry anymore sees Embracer, they're like, oh my God, Embracer, you know, it's just a disgusting word. So is this, they're going, hey, we're friends, you know, kind of like Facebook changing to Meta. It's like they think that changing their name is going to make them appear to be something different in the eyes of people. Come on, man. What is this? Coffee Stain and Friends? Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends? What is this? This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'll look at Soup and Psych. I'll look at your stuff here after I finish this article. Swedish conglomerate Embracer Group is transforming into 3 standalone publicly licensed companies that will reflect its interest in unique market segments. The move will see Embracer reshuffle some elements of its video game business into a new company called Coffee Stain and Friends, which it claims will become the leading and most innovative developer of community-driven games for PC, console, and mobile. Yeah, right, bro. As a standalone company, Coffee Stain and Friends will be able to better showcase its high margin profile and strong cash flow profile, coupled with an enhanced ability to resume and allocate resources towards opportunities to maximize the long-term value creation. This was probably just created by ChatGPT. Reads a press release. Coffee Stain and Friends will operate under two distinct segments, premium and free-to-play. Those premium console and PC operations will include studios like Coffee Stain, Ghost Ship, Tarsier, Tuxedo Labs, as well as THQ Nordic and Amplifier Games invest. It will also comprise franchises such as Deep Rock Galactic, Goat Simulator, Satisfactory, Wreckfest, Teardown, Valheim, as well as more than 200 other IPs. Free-to-play operations will include Easy Brain, Deca, Crazy Labs, and Cryptic. Intellectual properties include Sudoku.com, Blockudoku, Jigsaw Puzzle, and many other IPs added Embracer. Key published free-to-play games based on licensed IPs include Star Trek Online and Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter Online. Another new business called Middle-earth Enterprises and Friends will be split off to develop immersive world-class entertainment IPs, including the iconic Lord of the Rings, leveraging in-house AAA capabilities and formidable partnerships. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't believe this at all. It will also feature key video game studios. As a standalone company, Middle-earth Enterprises and Friends will operate as a more transparent entity, offering a better structure to maximize the potential of its highly strategic franchises, with focus on the Lord of the Rings and a number of other key IPs. Continued Embracer. Decision makers will be closer to the organization, leading to enhanced capital expenditure management, accountability, and well-balanced investments to optimize financial performance and profitable growth over the long term. Game studios including Crystal Dynamics, which is one of the places that they obtained through their purchase of their studios, North American studios, from Square Enix previously, I think. Dambuster Studios, Eidos Montreal, might be another one right there, and Flying Wild Hog Studios, Tripwire, Vertigo Games, Warhorse Studios, 4A Games, and others will be housed within Middle-earth Enterprises and Friends. They'll be joined by franchises including Dead Island, Killing Floor, Kingdom Come Deliverance, The Lord of the Rings, Metro, and Tomb Raider, among many others. Plyon, Free Mode, Dark Horse, and other businesses will be bundled into this entity. Embracer will also be listing Asmodee as a standalone entity, with the tabletop game company having secured 900 million euros in financing as part of the separation. The proceeds from that financing will be used to pay existing debt and reduce leveraging in the remaining Embracer group. Embracer CEO, that's Lars Wingfors, I think, claims new structure will unlock full potential of each team. Yeah, it's Lars Wingfors. Yeah. I bet they promise cake. Sounds fake. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Embracer Group CEO Lars Wingfors, who recently oversaw a colossal restructuring campaign that resulted in studio closures, significant divestments, project cancellations, mass layoffs, intends to form a new long-term ownership structure and will remain an active, committed, and supporting owner of all three entities. Shareholders representing over 50% of the capital and votes in Embracer Group have expressed support for the transformation plan, which Wingfors claims will unleash the full potential of each team based on friendship. This move has been made. This is a quote. This move has been made with the intention to unleash the full potential of friendship of each team and provide them with their own leadership and strategic direction. This is the start of a new chapter, a chapter that I intend to remain a part of as an active, committed, and supportive shareholder of all three new entities with an evergreen horizon based on friendship. Added Wingfors. This move towards three independent companies based on friendship reinforces Embracer's vision of backing entrepreneurs and creators with a long-term mindset based on friendship, allowing them to continue to deliver unforgettable experiences for gamers and fans across the globe based on friendship. Bro, I can't. Embracer provided a brief financial breakdown of each new entity in a press release and noted that each one will be able to fully utilize its own balance sheet, its own set of financial targets, and optimal financing structure and capital allocation strategy. Here's the current lowdown. I mean, whatever, dude. Embracer is already priming its leadership teams for the split and explaining that Coffee Stain CEO Anton Westberg will oversee the process leading up to the separation of Coffee Stain and Friends. Oh my God, dude. Embracer Group's current interim chief strategy officer, Phil Rogers, will oversee the separation of Middle-earth Enterprises and Friends. Don't forget the Friends, guys. Longstanding Asmodee operational and executive leader Thomas Kogler will, in the coming months, become CEO of the business, replacing current CEO Stefan Carvel. Or Stefan. Brother. Embracer is changing, but Group CEO Lars Wingfors isn't going anywhere because he's the best of friends. In an open letter discussing the transformation, Wingfors indicated that he fully intends to stick with Embracer for the long haul. At the IPO in 2016, I made a promise to the stakeholders that I would be around for at least 25 years, and I still have 17 years left to fulfill that as their best friend ever, he wrote. The chief executive said Embracer's journey so far hasn't always been a straight road to friendship, presumably referring to the 1,400 workers that were laid off in the space of 6 months, but we want them to know that we'll always be their friends, even though that we fired them, but added that he's very proud of what the Embracer team has achieved in uniting some of the most extraordinary companies and IPs in the games and entertainment industry under one roof of friendship. I flipping can't, dude. You guys want to read the rest of these quotes? Go ahead. But, I mean, what a crock of crap, dude. If anybody's believing this bull crap, dude, you've been living under a rock. You know, I mean, it's just insanely bad. Lars Wingfors, give me a break. Embracer, terrible flipping company, you know. Let me pull that down just a little bit. Terrible company, dude. Yeah, that probably worked. Yeah, that's fine. Jesus Christ. What a terrible organization. You know they have absolutely no remorse for what they've done. I don't know, you know, I'm sorry, dude, but you look at somebody like Lars Wingfors, dude, I'll you know, like I said with somebody like Bobby Kotick, you watch what happened at like Blizzard and Activision for all those years under Bobby Kotick, all that the harassment that was going on there, all the flipping mismanagement and stuff like that, you know. And Bobby Kotick was one of the few that couldn't be ousted. He stayed up there, and I said it, man. I was like, dude, if Microsoft really wants things to change for Activision Blizzard, if they're able to purchase, they got to get rid of him, you know.
Hey, shut your pie hole, buddy.
Nice, dude. Look at that streak right there, boy. Yeah, Pinky. Wait, where's the going streaking? So, yeah, Psych. Sorry, I know I'm talking about your buddy, dude. But I mean, this is the same thing. We've watched Embracer like 3 to 4 years ago. They just started buying. There we go. There we go. True's got it. True's got it. What's up, True? What's going on, friendo? I'll go back and read chat. I know this. We jiving, dude. We getting down right now. We're jamming out, boy. Getting that mustache rocking, you know. It matches my shirt, actually. That's nice, DJ. The thing is just ridiculous is we watched Lars Wingfors go through this entire process with him of being the face of what was happening. Is he the only one responsible? Absolutely not. But he's absolutely the face of what's gone on here, right? I mean, through this entire process of absolutely buying everything they could. And it was a terrible business decision that led to them closing 30-year-old studios like Volition. You know, it led to them laying off 1,400 to 1,500 employees. Yeah. And amidst all that noise, all the terrible stuff we've seen Embracer do over the past year and a half, you know, they want to come out and talk about all we care about stakeholders. I was like, Jesus Christ, what a terrible corporation. You know, how funny is it they're splitting into 3 companies and they're calling two of the companies now and friends. And like, that's going to make people think differently about who these companies are. Get flipping wrecked, dude. It's still the same corporations run by the same people. That's what people have to understand. The same people are still at the head of what these companies are. Nothing is changing here. They're splitting the company up. It's 3 different companies with being run by the same people. There's nothing different. They still have the propensity to do the same disgustingly bad stuff that we saw Embracer do as one big giant corporation. Don't get, you know, the wool pulled over your eyes on what's happening here. Don't let the and friends, you know, like I don't know what made them think that was gonna, you know, bait people into thinking that they're like good now or whatever. Come on, man. Lars Wingfors needs to go. All those other people in this corporation that were at the top of making these terrible business decisions and closing down these studios and firing all these people, you know, they need to go. It's bad. It's terrible. It's disgusting. And these 3 companies are still Embracer. They always will be until all the people that are at the top of these companies that have done this terrible stuff in the past are gone.